Hello and welcome back to another video. I'm Trip. In this video I'm working on the Fit again, everybody's favorite little shitbox. Well, maybe my favorite little shitbox. And today I'm installing the hybrid racing Detent springs. These little guys. No, I know they're called small. Looks like it's coil springs, but this is for the transmission, not the suspension. Have you ever been driving your Fit and been like, man, this shifter is sloppy? Well, this isn't going to help the sloppiness, but it's going to help the engagement of your shifter, where it locks in and holds it in gear, which is kind of hard to show on camera. It's more of a feel thing. It's kind of a feel thing on what exactly these are doing, but the spring is what essentially holds the shift fork inside the transmission in place. It keeps it from slipping in and out of gear. They are 30% stiffer than the factory spring, so it makes it holding gear a lot easier, a lot stronger, but also makes it harder to put in gear, which I guess daily driving probably be a little annoying, but it's not going to be that big of a difference. But it will give you a more satisfying clunk when you go in and out of gear. But in order to install these springs, you got to get access to the top of your transmission, which means your intake has to come out, your battery tray, and your transmission mount on this side all has to come out, which for the most part is pretty easy and not hard to do. So let's get rid of some of this stuff. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take out my intake. Of course, yours, if you had the factory intake, is going to be a lot different. So a few different steps, but just get rid of all of this, and then I'm going to take out the battery. This part won't be a step-by-step, but once I get down to the transmission, it will be. Okay, once you got all of that stuff out of the way and you have access to your top driver's side transmission mount, you gotta take the actual bracket off. But before I do that, I need to put a jack underneath the transmission and support it. That way the engine doesn't lean and mess up the other mounts. Okay, I got my transmission supported. It's nice to have either a piece of wood or something rubber like that to support it. And you don't have to put a lot of pressure on it, just enough to where it takes pressure off that upper transmission mount. And also note, you do not have to take the bumper off. I only did it because it makes it easier for you guys to see what I'm doing, and it only takes me a minute to take that off since it's on quick disconnects. And now that that's supported, I can start working on this transmission mount. There's a 14 here that comes out, and 3 more here, here, and back there. There's also a little ground here. You can either take it off or you can just leave it connected and push this thing out of the way. You don't have to completely take it out if you don't want to. But now we can see what we're trying to get to. You see this guy and this guy. I can't point at it because it's mounting away. This one, those 2 bolt heads, those have to come out, and that's where the springs go. It's kind of up to you if you want to take this mount out. It is 3 14s, I believe. 2 on the side and 1 on top. And that will be out of the way and give you a straighter shot to that other one, but it's not mandatory. You want to be really careful taking these guys out. There's a washer and also a little spring that comes out. Probably hard to see, but down in the hole there's like a little ball. Make sure you don't lose that. Just leave it down in there, because the spring pushes that ball into the shift fork. And the other one comes out as well. Don't forget your washer. Okay, I got both of them out. There's your spring. And like I said, don't forget your washer. Take it off, don't lose it. Okay, I got my new springs out of the package. This is the new springs, this is the old springs. You kind of see the difference. These are longer, which is going to make it stiffer than the old ones. I also probably should have mentioned in the beginning of this video, but this kit is also for a Honda CRZ 2012-2015. Not that you can see that. So if you're doing this and you're wondering why you have an extra third spring, it's meant for the CRZ and not the Fit. The Fit only gets 2 of the springs. So you get a little spill in case you lose one. Now Hybrid Racing recommends adding a little bit of Honda Bond to your threads or by the washer. That way these don't leak and you get transmission fluid all over the place. When you put this in, don't drop the spring. I'll just see this part. My fingers are in the way. Once you have them ran down, they are 16 foot-pounds. Probably can't do this one-handed. And like that, these springs are installed. Pretty easy process. What to do, of course I still have to put everything back together, but before I do that, I'm going to go through the gears, make sure it goes in every gear to make sure I didn't mess anything up during this process. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. Reverse. Everything's going in gear. Feels good. Now let's put everything back together. And of course, that part is all the same. Just going backwards with everything you took off, so I won't take you through that. Also, Hybrid Racing does show like little bushings that go here, where the shift lever hooks up to the transmission. If you want to improve your shifting even more, they also show a shift kit that's all big and fancy and looks awesome. They show that as well, but I don't have those. Maybe I'll look into them later. Okay, I got everything back together. It's all in one piece. The only thing left is actually to go drive it. I don't know how well you can hear me or not, but for the most part it feels pretty good. It's just a slightly more stiff, slightly more notchy. It's definitely a lot harder for it to come out of gear if I'm pushing on it. Okay, I'm back from my test drive. Everything worked good, no issues out of it. It's not like a huge difference, not like a night and day style difference. It's only like 30% stiffer, so you might not even notice it if you're not looking for it. But it's definitely clunkier, I guess. It stays in gear a lot easier, which I think it's best thing for it, best benefit out of it is you're a lot less likely to pull it out of gear. While I was driving, you notice I'm kind of tapping on the shifter, trying to make it get out of gear, and it's definitely a lot stiffer than it normally would have been. So that's definitely a good thing. But if you look at it this way, these were only like 18 bucks. So it's a very small price to pay, pretty easy install. So you can't expect a massive improvement. So small price, gets small improvement. So not bad. You get what you pay for. So I do recommend these for a quick, easy mod, something you want to do. Makes it feel a little bit better shifting to those gears. And to be honest, I'm probably a little spoiled from my other car. My RP shifter was like super clunky, super crisp, so it's definitely not going to compare to that. I know a lot of people probably would rather see content from the other car, from the K24 FRS, but stuff for that will be coming soon. It just takes time. Making videos and getting parts takes time sometimes, and that's why I have this as my backup. But that is it for this video. I want to say special thanks to Hybrid Racing for a affordable mod, easy mod to do, and hopefully I can try some more hybrid racing stuff in the future as I continue to work on this nugget and make it better, make it less of a nugget. Probably still always be a nugget. So for more fit content, this is the place to be. But I'll catch you later. Peace.